Hello, my name is Nina, and welcome to my channel. As you see from the title, it says "Once Upon a Time I Didn't Love Myself." So this is kind of like a way, kind of like a story time. And I'm gonna try to keep it like under 15 minutes. Let's try to get that there. If it's over that, then oh well, I don't know what to say. But anyways, so I once upon a time I didn't love myself. So it's kind of like I'm gonna kind of say like where I was at like before, as far as like my mindset goes. So I always been this type of person where I always give. I love, like, if I really fucks with you, I fucks with you. Like that's just how I always been. Like it's just like I just give my all, give so much energy towards that person, but they're not matching my energy. So in that, at the time I didn't know that was or at least consciously aware to know that that was hurting me. um Also in the long run and stuff like that, like as far as like it just draining my energy, and that kept on having me feeling lost and lost each time, and I just didn't know that. So like like especially like in a relationship wise, um like I was usually moving, like say like moving too quickly into relationships, and like take anything, like just being treated any type of way in a relationship, and not not saying anything about it. Like I may feel some type of way about it, thinking it in my head, but I don't exactly act on it or say something about it, like, oh, like I don't like how you did this to me, or whatever it may be, or I don't like how you doing this, because this is not how I should be treated, but I still let it happen anyways, but now it's well, let me go back. I'm sorry. Like if I go like back and forth a little bit, I don't want to, like, I want to keep on track so it like makes sense. I don't want to be that type of person because I know it'll be like all over the place. People that know me well, they know I'd be like talking to them from one thing to one thing to one thing, but they know to like catch on everything what I'm saying, but some people that be like, what? But let me see how to stay on track. So, but yeah, it was kind of like in the beginning, it was kind of like where I just was lost. I just didn't really wasn't listening to myself. I wasn't really listening to my intuition. Like I wasn't, I didn't really like being alone. I didn't. Like I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't listen to anything. Like I might have heard it, like, or felt it, because you could just feel it when something's wrong or feeling something's right, and I just didn't really do that, and that was a problem. And it led up to pretty much now on where I'm at. But I could tell like a little story that I had, like not a little story, but like a little experience I had right up before um me changing my mindset, if you get what I'm saying. So say for instance, like I was like dating this guy. I don't want to say his name. I'm just gonna call him M. That's what I'm gonna do. M. Okay, M. And he was a nice guy. Like he wasn't bad. It was just like it was like he was like in his mid late 20s. He was older than me. I'm 23. But I usually go for guys that's a lot more older than him. Like probably like 30 and up, but 40 and down. Like, but age don't really matter in most cases, especially these days, because most truckers are can be pretty immature. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's just all about your maturity level. But he wasn't a bad guy. He was a father himself. Like he had a daughter and everything. She's in a different state. Um, he was a good guy. He was a good father, I'll say. And But like when we was around each other, like we had a great time with each other and everything. We talked and all that stuff. We had a good time. We vibed out. But it was like when we are not around each other, is like he didn't know how to text me back or just text like consistent. Like he was just bad at being consistent. Like it would maybe days, weeks, months without talking to him. And it's like, because I don't even try to message back. Because, like, if you're not, it's like, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even going to try to message you every day like that. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, why would I keep on messaging you every day and you're not responding to me? So I'm like, I'm just waiting for you to message me back. So it takes this nigga to message me back when he wants to see me. But when it's on my terms, when I'm like saying like what you doing, and I'm like, and he's saying he's not doing nothing, but he's saying like I don't feel, he don't feel good or don't feel like it. I'm like, when I like, it's just kind of funny how that works there, like if he ain't putting the same energy. But I just kept on going for it. I'm like, okay, he's not a bad guy. I always think like he's not a bad guy. I always look for the good in people. I always do. I always been that type of person. Like, but and doing that can also hurt you, especially if you're not listening to yourself. It was just like, okay, this person may be a good person, but there's something that like they're not giving you that same energy back. Doesn't matter what type of relationship it is. Like if it's like a love type of relationship, or if it's friendship or family, it doesn't matter. Like if someone not giving you that type of energy, that genuine type of energy towards you, the same that you giving them, like why should you even try to entertain it even more? Or like at least if you could help not being around them, if you could help, like if you can help not, like, you know what I'm saying, like you could just like y'all not staying in the same place or anything like that, like, or whatever it may be, like it's easy for you not to be around that person. But but like, but remind you, this man, he or this boy, he asked me to be his woman, right? This is the beginning, like a month since we've been talking or so. He asked me to be his woman, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like I think, well, part of me was making me like not really what's that word? Receptive word to it, I guess. Like I was kind of like hesitating to say sure or yes to him, because I guess part of me was probably like, this dude ain't really consistent with me, or he just not, like, he's a good guy, but he's just not consistent, and that's just the problem between me and him. Like he's just not living up to that standard for me. So, but I kept on entertaining that. And after that, he asked me all that shit. I was like, yeah, sure. And I didn't really take it. I just said, sure, God. But deep down, I was just like, I don't think I'm really going to take that really to heart. But everything that you say to a person, but then you don't follow up on how you act, like how you act, or what you say you're going to do, and what you're going to do, and all that. You don't like live live up to what you said to that person, or whatever it may be. um it's a problem, because like probably like what was it? Okay, I'm gonna lead up to the point where I'm trying to get to there. But like it was around New Year's, and he went out on New Year's with his friends and everything and whatever. And I said, Happy New Year's, text on New Year's. He didn't text me back or anything. I was like, okay, he's not talking to me. I don't know what's going on. I thought he was ignoring me some shit. And mind you, this was a whole month, whole January and February, getting close to Valentine's Day. This nigga messaged me out of nowhere on Facebook. And, and I'm like, why is he messaging on Facebook? And he was like, oh, he told me what happened, like his phone and shit got stolen, and his cars and shit, like his cars and everything, like, his money and everything. So, on New Year's, so he wasn't able, to contact me and stuff. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, well, you just messaged me on Facebook. Like, in my head, like, I'm not saying this, my mistake, not saying this shit actually to him. Like, I'm saying, like, in my head, like, well, you just, same way you just messaged me on Facebook, you should have done that a long time ago, or let me know that. So obviously it wasn't really that important to you because, like, mind you, I've been over to this nigga's place a few times already, a couple times, and I know this nigga got a tablet. I know this nigga got a laptop. So that means that you're able to communicate, right? Okay. So and you got Wi-Fi inside your apartment. So like like come on, like seriously, like really. Like, and talking about like, or you could have pulled up either way, but he's talking about make excuse. I'm like, I didn't have a phone or something like that. Bro, you came to my place plenty of times, a few times to know and remember where the fuck I live at. It ain't that hard, okay? First of all, like hop on the hop on the highway and you follow the freaking signs. It ain't that hard, and y'all know you know. You've been living around here for some time, so don't try to like try to excuses. You only make excuses because you know that you're bullshitting on me right now. So I gave him a little, basically trying to give him another chance here in my head. Like, you know what? Maybe it'll be okay from here. I was wrong. Like, still being consistent. Text me every couple days or few days, or when he wants to see me, and then towards like, so probably like around March or so. That's when, like, I saw someone on Facebook, and mind you, he posted a picture of himself. And then, people was commenting and shit. And then, like, I wasn't looking through no comments. I just seen the post on my fucking timeline. And then I see a specific comment that was shown to me. Like, I didn't look for it. It was sitting right there. It was from one of his friends on Facebook. And she said something with heart eyes or something. I'm not sure what she said. I don't remember. But I know I screenshot that shit when, at the time, I erased all that shit because I don't keep certain shit like in my shit for what reason? For what reason? Not after it's done. Like after all that shit happened, that was all months ago. But anyways, shit. Okay, okay. So I saw that she said something, but then I saw that he replied back. That's the thing, and I was like, okay. And I see that what he said. I seen what he said right then and there in front of me, and I was just like, oh. So, and then something told me, my intuition was like, it was like my spirit was trying to tell me, hey, look at, look at her page. Just look at her page. Just look at it. Go look at it because I want you to see this because it's going to confirm everything for you just to stop talking to him, right? And I was just like, okay. So I went on, pressed on her page for some reason. I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to go see, but lo and behold, I got on her freaking page and I see that he posted on her timeline. I was like, oh, listening to your intuition sometimes could just be something else. I just like, okay. So I looked at it and cause what he say? I can't say verbatim, but he said something. He said something along the lines, basically like, basically that he wanted her, like talking about like, oh, something about like having a crush on her or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, like mind you, going back to around like November, December, when he asked me to be his woman, right? Don't, like, when you want me to submit to you and all that stuff, but you ain't showing me that you want me, even though you saying you want me, but you ain't acting like it. You want to basically want to be a hoe, or whatever you think you want to, like, whatever you want to do. Like, people act like it's 24 hours in the fucking day. You saying you can't simply send me a text. You can't simply call me for a few minutes. I don't know. What is it so hard to do that? So, like I said, you know what? You ain't meant for me. That's all it is. It's just like you ain't gonna do it. And at that time, my mindset was a problem because I was attracting to how I was feeling inside, what I was, because my mindset was like, I'll do anything for somebody, but the thing is, I wasn't putting myself first. So I was attracting the wrong type of dudes, the wrong type of people, the wrong type of guys in my life that shouldn't be, you know, in my life and that wasn't treating me like how I know I should be treated. I know I'm worth a whole bunch. I know that. Like I'm like come on. Like it's just like I don't need that. So the finishing up, I confronted him about that and he got instantly offended. And I'm like, first of all, like I wasn't trying to like start an argument. Like I'm just showing you that I seen this. And that like and I don't want you and I don't want to have give you a chance to even say what you talking about. I hate that shit. Don't say what you talking about. What you talking about? Like no. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop it. Like don't do that. Like so that's why I sent that screenshot first. Make sure that he knows what the fuck I'm talking about in the story. And so he seen it and he got instantly offended. And then I'm like, I'm not being, and mind you, I'm not being rude to this man. I'm not being rude to him anything. I'm just telling him how I felt, like basically saying like, you make time what you make time for. Like, how like it's just like I was just telling him how I felt and I wasn't being rude. I was just talking to him. Like I wasn't putting exclamation points and capitalizations on all the letters. Like I wasn't doing so yeah, like, and he was just going off and being rude to me. Like, I was talking to him, like, calling him out his name or some shit like that, and I wasn't doing that. But, I was like, you know what, obviously something wrong with you. Eventually we blocked each other. I blocked him. No contact. And then probably around May or June, I think it was May, he got in contact with me. And you'd be like, oh, how we got in contact with each other if y'all blocked each other? Because I was on POF at that time. I deleted that shit. Um, but I was on POF that time, and he I guess he saw me. He went past and saw me, and he messaged me talking about how he misses me and shit. And I was like, oh, you talked all that shit to me last time a couple months ago, and now you all say you miss me. So honestly, talking about how he came back from his hometown. I think he's in Seattle. I think that's where he's from. Seattle. And I was just like, oh, okay. And he's like, I missed you. And I was like, I said, I guess. Like, I was like, yup. And then I was just like, you know what? My dumb ass trying to give him another chance. And I did. That was the third try. That was the third one. That was pretty much the third one. Like, to me, that was just the third try. Or it could have been the second one. I don't know if it is or not. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because I think no, never mind. Let me just finish this story because I don't want this to be too long. It's already 17 minutes and 56 seconds. Anyways, okay. So from there we was talking a little bit again, but he was still being inconsistent. But I was still kind of like not caring a little bit about it anymore. It was just kind of like okay, because at that time I was still kind of talking to somebody else, still kind of talking to them a little bit. Um, just a little bit, but like I, but that just didn't work out. But eventually, oh gosh, trying to get my mind thoughts. But okay, so towards the when finally when I actually cut them off, it was like probably around July, because it's just like what, this ain't working. I'm like, it's just not working anymore. Like it's just not. It's like he ain't show me, so why should I even like even try anymore with this nigga? Like it's been almost a whole fucking year since we've been actually been going back and forth on that shit. Almost a whole year. This was towards like around the end of October, early November when we started talking. So, and mind you, that's only a couple months from now, right now. Like it's coming up. So, but dang, what happened? What happened? So, but yeah, I just cut him off eventually, and then after that, like and recently, like my mindset definitely had changed. It was just like I'm done with the bullshit. Like it's just like I know what I deserve. Like certain things, it's like all this shit ain't real to me. Like none of this is real. Like it's like I don't need this. I don't need this negative energy. Like I don't need you around me. Like what do I need you for? Like I just don't. I just need myself. That's all I need. Like as far as that goes. I just need me. Like I need some time to myself and that's what I've been doing and I've been loving it and I like it. Cause it's just like I don't have no one getting on my fucking nerves about like, oh, them not being consistent with me. And if someone does come across my past that is not good for me, I'm definitely gonna curb them to the motherfucking side. Like, skirt. I don't got time for that. Leave me alone. So, like, I just feel much more better. I feel like I don't want to go back to that. Like, oh, like worrying about somebody else. I'm tired of worrying about other people. I'm tired of that shit. Like, why should I even worry about you? You know, worried about me. I shouldn't. I shouldn't worry about anybody. And it's like, just the step of my loving yourself, you just need to spend more time with yourself and actually just get to know yourself. And once for all, you can start actually really loving yourself, you're gonna really be like, okay, you're gonna start learning yourself. You're gonna start really knowing who you really are and what you really want. And you probably didn't do what you really want all the time. It's just the fact that maybe you just wasn't really listening to yourself, and you finally want to put that into like action and actually get to where you what that is that you always wanted to go for. But I started writing. It's a book. It's from Target. I just write things down, like my plans, my goals, um, stuff like that. I need to know. Like sometimes I even write little notes that I put down just so I could like make sure if I need to remember something, I just refer back to whatever I wrote down and stuff like that. I know last night I just did like my little natal chart. People that's into astrology, I'm learning astrology right now because I feel like that's really important to the makeup of who you are and what path you really should be going down. Because that's where I feel like some people may be going. Because if what works for that person may not work for you. If some people be like wondering around like, oh, why it worked out for that person but it ain't working out for me. Like, because probably that's what's for them. Probably that's what that was. And I know I was one of those people too. Like, it's like, why is it working out for them but it ain't working for me? Probably because that's for them. It's not for you. Like, you got to think about that. Like, not everything is for everybody. Of course, everyone can be happy and have prosperity, but you got to follow your path on like what you need to do to have that as well. Everyone should be happy. And it's not about you pursuing happiness. It's about you having pursue the lifestyle or something like that. Having the lifestyle that has a byproduct of happiness. If you kind of get what I'm saying, like just like you don't want because like of course say for instance I don't know, and this all got to do with self-love. Like you have to love yourself first before you even love anybody else, before you so you can know what you could avoid, what you should what path you should be going down, because all that got to do with you loving yourself first, and that's what it has to do with that. So before someone in the comments trying to talk about like what's it got to do with what you talking about, it got to do a lot with what I'm fucking talking about. So okay. Shit. But yeah, like say for instance, like you know what, I'm gonna make this for a different video. That's what I'm gonna do because it's already 24 minutes and 28 seconds. But dang. But I don't know. I bet, like I said, as far as like how I did start doing the whole self love thing, like me, as far as me start loving myself, and I love myself to freaking like I love myself. I'm the freaking best. I like, and I'm not saying that to be arrogant or sound like I'm like, you know, you should be your own hype man. You should be your own hype man. That's what you should be. You should be like, oh, I'm the fucking best. Like, I got it. You should be on your own cheerleader. That's what you should be. Like, you should love yourself that much to do that. You know, have conversations with yourself. I mean, some people are like, what? That's not crazy. No, it's not. No, it's not. It definitely isn't. That's not crazy. That's you getting to know you, because you need to decipher which thoughts are yours and which ones is not. Because if there's certain thoughts in your mind that you feel like, I don't know about this thought. Where's this thought came from? No, that ain't your thought. It's probably from somebody else's energy that just came onto you, or whatever that just penetrated into your vortex and in your aura, and that got into your spirit, and so now you're thinking of whatever that person just put onto you. So like everything's energy, like everything, whoever you interact with, whoever you talk with, everything. So it's just like people don't realize that. So that's why, like, I've been starting doing meditating. I just, that's a chance for me to clear my head. And then, like, if a thought does come into my mind, I make sure I visualize karate chopping that bitch or slicing that bitch with a big ass or something. I don't know. You just gotta be creative. Like, that's just what that is. You need to be creative about stuff, you know. I'm I'm like, I don't want to like cuss too much, because I don't know, I don't want like a child to come on here and see me cussing. But you know what, yeah. Like, yeah. But I don't know, I hopefully I'm not missing anything. Hopefully I make sense on whatever I said. Hopefully I, like, because this is not me trying to give advice, it's just me just talking about me and my journey as far as me go, like, as far as I go. So it's like, this is just me talking about it. And if you have something, whatever resonated, or whatever you feel like, you know, you're not alone, like whatever it may be, like whatever it may be that you feel like, um like, if you feel like you really don't love yourself, you really don't know yourself, like um you just take your time and just be by yourself. Like, you don't always have to be on the phone with somebody, you don't always have to hang around somebody. You don't. That's not, you don't. You need to actually take time to yourself, you know? Because people that always say they're easily bored and all that stuff, like, you know, like, oh, I'm bored. I hate niggas that always be talking about, like, oh, I'm bored. What you doing? Oh, you only going to text me when I'm bored. I mean, when you bored, I mean. When you're bored. So I'm just not like you're just your entertainment. I'm sorry. I don't, you know? So, hold on. I don't like how this lighting is. What's going on? I think the sun is just going down. But yeah, I'm no one's entertainment. I'm not your entertainment. Like, I want to be able to enjoy being around you, just because, like, you know, like when we're around each other, like, just not you know, like, you have to, you know, you just love yourself. And not just talking about ladies, you know, just I'm talking about men, you know, too. You need to love yourself too as well. Everybody. So I hope I didn't, like, you know, confuse anybody, or because I know how I talk. It, like, my friends be getting with, like, well, not my friends. I only got a couple friends, but like they be getting what the heck I be, how I be saying, like, they be getting what the fuck I be talking about. Even though I be like going back and forth about shit, but you know, but that's just me, okay? I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about me, because you know what, people gonna judge you no matter what in this fucking life, and you just gotta be like, gotta be your fucking self, and that's all it is. Be yourself, because the people that be themselves more, those are the ones that people mostly love. You may be having some haters, but those haters still hating because they're like, you know what, I hate this bitch because she's being herself. It's like, you just, there's no winning. Like, so you just gotta just be yourself. Fuck everybody. You know, just fuck it. Just like, and I know for me, I was so nervous before being on camera. I wanted to start YouTube years ago, and that's what stopped me. I didn't really love myself that much. to be like, oh, let me get on camera. Da, 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 da. But now I'm just like, fuck it. I don't even care. I don't. I don't care. Like, I just don't. But let me just stop rambling. I'm just been rambling this shit. So, but but I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, and I'm using my phone right now, so that's why it's like vertical and shit. But anyways, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. Um, I feel, I don't know. I feel great. I'm awesome. Like, you just gotta just just be yourself. That's all. Just be yourself and just fuck everybody what they gotta say. All right. Bye.